Now that I have you in a spot where I think you are, kind of initiate this fight a little bit more. Those are low-key bad shots on my part. I should have killed you right there.
Oh yeah. Kind of got. Oh shit! I didn't think you'd think I'd peek from there. Oh.
But if you notice, what I tried to do there, and this is actually a pretty good example, is I figured out where you were, and then every time I shot you, I moved up closer and closer to eventually corner you.
Closer.
Right?
Yeah.
So once you were cornered, it's like, if you don't win this fight, you're not escaping. If you run and be like, I don't want to do this, it's like, well, now you're dead. Right?
Yeah, there's nothing I can go. I can just snake there and hope I get shots off until you pepper me.
Yeah, and so the only thing you could have really done there, genuinely, is just waited. Like, if you run out of ammo, you're actually screwed. And if you just don't want to die, then you just lay there. And if you're playing in Warzone, there's a chance someone comes and pushes you, and you obviously you can switch to your SMG, or they just lose interest and they run away from you because either circle's closing or they don't want to wait around for one kill.
Oh, you had cover. I was trying to shoulder.
It's all good. All right, so just come to, like, I guess, like, in the middle right here for a second.
This is what I guess I have trouble with, is how do you know where I'm at?
How do I know where you're at? Like, at all,
Just
you mean, or?
Yeah, just in general, like,
Okay.
say the strategy right here, we just spawn in, like, where are you attacking at first?
The way that the game works as far as spawns go, it's not really realistic to think about as far as Warzone, because it's not really spawns.
Right.
But I will say, let's say if I lose you, okay? We're not talking spawns at this point. If I lose you completely and I'm trying to find you, I'm looking for two things. Number one is I'm looking for movement to see if I see anything at all that is not stationary on the map move, right? Whether I know what color your skin is or not, if you're any character whatsoever, right? You don't have to be like a super bright skin to find someone with movement, obviously. So that's number one. Number two is if you happen to get close enough to me that I can hear your footsteps, that's when I start looking at particular angles where you could wrap a corner, and I'm ADSing.
Okay.
Okay, so just stand right here for a second. Okay, I'm gonna go around this corner right here. Okay, so if you hear me coming, right, let's say I'm running like this. If you hear me, you should be ADS'd right here.
Right.
Okay, whether or not I know you're there or not, it's like, oh shit, there's somebody coming, I'm just going to wait. So what you want to do is stay behind your cover. So if I come around the corner like this, right, and I, like, let's say I slide around the corner like that, there's basically no chance I win this fight. Even if I know you're there, it's very hard to win this fight. Okay? So that's number one. Number two is if you know that there's someone coming around this corner and you have your AR out and you have some distance where you are right now, you should not be running towards me to meet me at the corner, right?
Right.
In most cases, or I'll say actually in all cases, the way the game is designed is basically the more you move, the more you give yourself away, and the higher chance you have of getting third-partied, shot in the back, or surprised in some way, right? Because if you were to wrap around the corner and I'm standing here like this, right, and you wrap the corner, and let's say you're running through here, for example, or you're running towards me, so run towards the barrel now and come around the corner. If I'm right here, you're dead, right? So if I hear you, I'm not going to clam up, but I'm saying, okay, I hear someone from the left, and I'm going to make a read to say, okay, he's right at this corner. As soon as the footsteps get loud enough, I'm going to start to pre-fire you, or if I actually can see you and wait for you to get way out into the open so you don't have a chance to wrap back, then I'm going to shoot you. Okay? A bit more context to that. So if I'm going to wait for you to get out into the open, if you are, let's say you're standing right where you are, okay? So if I'm running, right, let's say I'm running from right here, okay? If you see me running from here to the left, you should not shoot me like through this little triangular space, okay? Because let's say I didn't see you. Let's say I go like this and I missed you, right? You should not be shooting me here either. If you get some shots on me, that's fine. But as soon as you get shots on me, I'm going in here and I'm going to wait. And now that I'm here, I have like a head glitch right here, right? And you don't want this fight, okay? Let's say, for example, though, I didn't see you. Let's say I went like this. I didn't see you right here. I didn't see you right here. Move to your left so you're behind the car, actually. Yeah, go right there. It's a little bit more realistic. Yeah, so if you're on the head glitch, so I go like this. I didn't see you. I didn't see you. I run like this. If I run here, now you shoot at me. Now I'm screwed. Because if I go, oh shit, I'm running away from you and getting shot in the back. Or if I slide over to the side here, I have no way to escape from the spot. I have to fight you from here. right? I could try and shoot from here. I could try and shoot from here. I might be able to like dive in over here, but I'm still engaging in the fight. Maybe I could try and go this way, but if I really try and break off this way while I'm hurt, you're just gonna slam me. If you have grenades, this would be the perfect time to throw a Simtex. It lands either right on top of here or it lands behind me right here, and it forces me out. So now it's like, okay, if I just lay here, I'm gonna be one shot from a grenade, and then you can push me. Or if I run out to not get hit by the grenade, I can get hit by splash damage from the grenade, and also I'm letting you shoot me for free, right? So that whole situation is happening because you have trigger discipline, okay? So same thing for me as far as like how do I know where you are? It's like if I happen to see you or hear you, if it's not in a perfectly favorable spot to shoot at you, I probably shouldn't shoot. If I have insane shots on you, then sure. I can take those insane shots, slam you in the spot where I shouldn't have been able to actually get the kill instead of perfect shots. But otherwise, we're gonna just let you rotate around and find yourself in a bad spot, right? If you let's say you're behind here and you didn't see that I'm across the map from you, and you start running like this, right? In this space from here to here, if you're running in the open, let's say if I was like shouldering right here, right? If I see that situation happen, if I'm shouldering right here and you run across, then by all means you're getting slammed, right? And in the event that I don't kill you, I can move up to this cover right here. If you continue to run, then I can move up to this cover right here. If you're out the corner, I can try and swing wide on you to cut the angle. So if you try to like go tight to here, I have some space to try and get some shots on you. Or if you continue to run and you actually have some decent distance, I will go wide so I don't have to run that distance with you. And I'll just shoot you in the back.
Okay. Right? So that's what you pepper me? Like you were? And I was taking off and I break your LOS wherever, and you were catching me in bad spots. What paths were you taking exactly?
What paths was I taking? So let's say, for example, just based on this map not being gigantic, if you are over here and I know you're going to rotate to the left, I'm not going to follow the path. I'm not going to chase my bullets, as I say. So let's say I shot you from here and you're going to the left. If I can take this lane and cut you off, then I'll do that. I'm not going to chase around the way that you just went like this. This would be incredibly slow. I'm going to try and cut off your angles. So, a question for you. Do you know anything about football? Like, have you ever played football? Yeah. So have you ever seen how a kickoff is done? So on kickoff, you have everybody swarming the person who catches the ball, right? And then you'll have a couple guys that stay a little bit further back, or you'll have the kicker. The kicker is just doing this back and forth. So as soon as the kick returner breaks off to one side, he now can take a super good angle and catch him on the side of the field without being as fast as him. Right? Because of course, more often than not, the kick returner is typically the fastest player on the entire team, and the kicker is amongst an average or below average speed runner. Right?
Yeah, you're just cutting angles off.
Yeah, and the same thing like running back versus linebacker. Linebackers all day, they're strafing, then they're hitting a hole, and then they're trying to tackle them with a good angle. You're never going to see, let's say if you're running up the sideline, let's say the sideline is right here. So if I'm the running back, if I'm running up the sideline like this, right, it's running like this, and you are a linebacker, you're going to not turn straight towards me and then chase behind me. You're trolling if you do that. If you're a slower player, you're gonna break on an angle and go back like this, and then as you're forcing me to the corner, you're going to get help, or I have nowhere to go. You're forcing me out of bounds, or I have to try and cut back to get past you. Okay. So same thing when I'm chasing you down here. So if I get some shots on you from a distance, I'm gonna take this right here, or let's say you're all the way across the map. Let's say you're all the way over by this canister or whatever, by propane. So let's say you're all the way over there. If you shoot, or if I shoot you, you take off to your left, I'm going to push up and I keep this cover in front of me, right? If I see that you're inside the cargo and then you break off to your left again, I'm not going to push through here like this with no cover, because if you go like that, now I'm screwing myself. And then my next piece of cover is right here, and now we're in an awkward fight where I'm way too close to you. So instead of doing that, in that situation there, I'm going to go over here, right? If you peek this, then I can fight you from here. If you break off to your left, as soon as I see you running to your left, that's when I'm going to push up to here.
Where you're pushing. Yeah.
So then this is when I'm here. So back up to your left. Or sorry, to your right.
Because you know I'm stuck.
I'm trolling right now, yeah. So back up to there. So yeah, if you're over there, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to break to my left, and I'm going to meet you over here, right? I'm going to try to. Probably not stand in the open. I'll probably like stay on this little piece of cover right here. And then I'm going to continue to like do that over and over again. Right? I'm not going to ever chase your exact path.
Oh, okay. So if move it this way. No, I'm stuck in this corner.
Yeah, so I'm going to continuously try and corner you. I think another good way to put it, genuinely, is if you've ever had a pet get loose, or you're trying to catch a dog or trying to catch a cat or anything like that, you never ever chase them. They're way faster than you. It's impossible. You have to corner them or try and cut off angles, right? Or you have like your family or whoever help you put them into a corner, or have them like get scared, they just lay down because they don't know where to go. That's what I'm trying to do to you, right? 'Cause if I just chase you straight up, like you're either the same speed as me, if you have your SMG out, or you have a faster gun than me, then you're just faster than me, right? So to negate any sort of speed, I'm going to take a good angle instead. And then when I'm playing with a team, then we're all going to take good angles. So let's say, for example, if you're running away from someone, that main threat, they could chase you straight up. So if you ever stop running, then they're right up on top of you. But the other two players on the team, now they're going to take an angle like this, right? So player number 2 is going to take an angle like this. Then player number 3, let's say if he has like a sniper, or let's say up on cover, let's say he's like up here. All he's doing, actually, let me hit this ladder. All he's doing, let's say if I'm player number 3, is I'm going to be watching over the top like this, right? So player 3 is here, or maybe even like if he's actually super trying to lock it down, he's like up here, right? Player 3 is here. Player 2 is right here trying to cut off an angle to get you to like force you to the corner like this, right? And then player 1 is just chasing. So player 1 is basically the ticking time bomb, where it's like if you just stand there and do nothing, this guy's running right at you, basically with his head cut off, running straight at you, right? So now you have to challenge the team now. Sees the shooting or hears the comm saying it's like, okay, I'm fighting it right now. Player 3 who's above can support, and player 2 can also flank and push the enemy towards you, and you're all trapping this one player in the corner.
Yeah, you're done.
Yeah, and in a situation like this, the person who's being perfectly cornered has zero chance of escaping. There's nothing they can do.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
And the thing is, too, is that this is where a lot of players' teams fall apart, because you'll have a team, let's say you make a decent team play where you'll kill one player or two players on an enemy team, and then one person runs away, because they always do, unless they're dumb. They always run away and they always escape, because you and your teammates all run from the same direction, and that one guy just kind of jumps somewhere crazy or runs away in a straight line, gets like breaks line of sight, and he breaks line of sight on all of you because no one's flanking. And then he just disappears, and the team comes back. And this is how lobbies stay alive forever. And sometimes you'll be playing in the Warzone, you'll be circle 3 or circle 4, and you'll be like, you'll get knocked out of the game and you'll be 15th. It's like, how has no one died yet? It's like, that's crazy. And it's because no one's trapping teams.
No, that's a huge point, because that's what my team doesn't understand about Resurgence is we got to squad wipe people.
Like, unless you're top 250 and you're cycling teams, you should just be squad wiping. Look for the win. Don't think you're going to drop 30 kills each and get 250 SR in a game. Like, it's not impossible.
Infuriating.
Right, I'm currently also coaching a Crimson player and a Diamond 3 player, and I'm taking them through. We're playing ranked all together and stuff. And I'm still training these guys, saying, hey, like, you guys have insane gunny. But now at this point for them, the mentality is the next thing for them as far as trusting each other. Saying, okay, as I attack this player, I know I'm going to have somebody flanking. I know I'm going to have someone supporting me. So if I shoot someone and I'm almost one shot, I can lay down and plate, and my teammate's going to shoot over top of me immediately. So it's not like this person's just going to escape, right? So that's what I'm working on with them at this point. And it's going well, right? It's taking the advice, putting the ego aside. I don't have to be right about everything. It's more so that I've just done a lot of shit wrong, so I know what to not do.
Right. You done, yeah. Experience for sure.
Yeah. Like, if I was playing with someone like Iceman Isaac or Aiden, and they said, do this, I'm not going to say, no, let's do this instead. It's like, no, they know. They're clearly better, so let's listen.
Right.